So welcome back guys, this is Madhav PVL and today we are going to discuss about the relational model. So what is relational model? So relational model is nothing but a table with the columns and rows. You know what is meant by table, right? So table is blocks. No need more explanation about a table. So table is with columns and rows is known as a relational model. It is based on a mathematical concept of a relation which is represented physically as a table. So mathematical concept of a relation, so relation between two objects or items which is represented physically as a table. It is used for the data storage and data processing. So here the table name is a employee table. So employee is the table name, and these are known as the relations, or we can just say like attributes. So these are the attributes: employee number, employee name, address, and then date of birth are the attributes of the employee table. And then this whole table can be also called as a relation, and then this whole row is called as a tuple, and then this each column is called as a attribute. So each column will have its attribute. So employee number is an attribute, and then employee name is an attribute, and then address is an attribute, and then date of birth is an attribute. So each row is a tuple, so each column is an attribute. So let us just erase this all things. So now here if we just see, so each row is called as a tuple, and then each column is an attribute, and then values present in the table are called as a domain values. So domain values are this dash marks. So dash marks in the sense we need to just fill it with some data. So the data are called as a domain values. So this is about our table, basic employee table with an example. So now we will just discuss about this informal name and then formal name. So these are to be remembered, and this is for a point of in an exam point of view. Here the informal name is a table. So this whole table, so table is a normal English word. So informal in the sense the normal word with which we are going to explain. So normal English word. And then this is word according to DBMS. So database management system subject. So according to the subject. So this is informal name and then formal name. So informal name is table, and then according to DBMS it is called as a relation. So this whole thing is called as a relation. So table, relation, and then column header or fields. So this is a column header or a field which is called as a attribute. So column header is called as an attribute. So each employee number is an attribute, employee name is an attribute, address is an attribute, and then all values in the column names are called as a domains. So this is a domain, this is a domain, this is a domain. So every value is a domain. And then row is called as a tuple. So row is this whole thing is a row which is called as a tuple, and then row is called as a tuple, and then the table definition is called as a schema of a relation. So schema of a relation is nothing but we will just discuss this in the upcoming videos. So schema of relation is nothing but every table is built upon a certain relation. So this employee table is built upon a relation to just store the employee details. So to store the employee details, this employee table has been built. So the main aim is to just store the employee details. Store the employee details. So this is a main aim of this table, right? So this is about a schema of a relation. So table definition. So here this is about everything about that. So cell is nothing but a domain cell. So domain cell is called as a cell. So now how to find the degree of a relation? So a number of attributes or fields present in a relation is called as a degree. Here the attributes are the headers. So here the number of headers are 1, 2, 3, 4. So here to the degree of the relation, the degree of a table, relation is a table. So I will just mention it here. Relation is table. Degree of the relation. So the degree of the table is 4 because there are 4 numbers, 4 headers. So 4 headers. So the degree is 4. So how to find the cardinality of a relation? So what is cardinality of a relation? The number of tuples contained in a relation is called as cardinality. So the number of the tuples in the sense number of the rows. So number of the rows are 1, 2, 3 and then 4. So these are the 4 rows which are present. So 4 rows. So 4 rows, 4 tuples. So the cardinality is also 4. So 4 rows, 4 rows and the 4 tuples. So tuple is nothing but a row. Rows, tuples are rows. So here the cardinality is 4. So this is about the cardinality of a relation. Now let us just know the properties of a relation. So the properties of the relation are: the relation has a name that is distinct, which is different. So distinct in the sense different. So let me just mention it here. So distinct is different. Distinct is a different. And then a relation has a name that is different from all the names in a relationship schema. So employee name, employee number will be only one. So there will not be employee number 1, employee number 2, employee number 3. There will be only employee number 1. That is only employee number. Employee number will be a single column. So here it is a different one. So from all the names in the relationship schema, each cell of a relation contains exactly one value. So here it is suitable to insert only one value. It is not available to insert as many values as it is required in each column or each cell. So only one value is contained in each cell. So each attribute has its different name. So attribute in the sense the headers. So each attribute will have a different name. Employee number will not be repeated again and again. Employee number will only be one attribute, and then employee name will be only one attribute. Address will be one attribute, and date of birth will be one attribute. So each tuple is distinct. There are no duplicate tuples. So here we can just say like this: tuple should not be repeated again and again. So here we can just see here, guys. So only one tuple is available. So no, this tuple should not match this tuple, this tuple, this tuple. So each tuple should be different to each other. Here we can just say like some columns may be duplicate but not the whole tuple. Here we can just say like employee name. Employee number will be distinct for every person, whereas name we can just consider right like Madhav Reddy and then Madhav Chowdhury. So there are two Madhavs in this. We can just say like two employees who are having a same name as Madhav. So if they are having a same name as a Madhav, we can't do anything like we can just put it like a Madhav only. So some columns may be duplicate. No, not we can't just duplicate like employee number 1 Madhav and then Vijayawada and then 22/12/2002 employee number 1 Madhav Vijayawada and then 22/1/2002. So they can't be same. So at least one value should differ, that is employee number. So the employee number will be distinct for everything, right? So the address may also be distinct, and then the date of birth and employee number may be same. I think you might have got some clarity. So the order of an attribute has no significance. So here it doesn't take only the particular address or only the particular date of birth. Here the data you enter blindly will be taken by this table. So there will not be any preference. So the order of the tuple has no significance. So that is the above point. So here if you just enter the employee name and the employee number, as it is a varchar data type, it will just consider that as an employee name only. So the significance, it doesn't have any particular significance. I think you might have got some clarity about this relational model after watching this video. So please subscribe to Works After College, guys. Thank you for watching.